Welcome, brothers and sisters and brothers, bros, sisters, my LGBTQ family. Welcome to a special session, 300 challenge, the Dragon Fit, the Dragon Gym, continuing the mission, vision, of philosophy of what was previously known the World Citizens Gym, which is right here in my room, temple, an office, the headquarters of the Dragon Gym. Continuing the mission, vision, and philosophy, working on it. Fakta non verba. Deeds, not words. We're continuing 300 challenge. The scenario continues World War III that has started after a financial stock market crash and a global financial collapse and the joint surprise attack of North Korea and China. China alleging that the global financial crash was to the detriment of China's rising involvement of the United States, Canada, and the Western world in Hong Kong, thus in the domestic affairs of China, justifying this fictitious, of course, cowardly attack on the west coast of North America, Mexico, since we're allies, North America, Canada, United States, surprise attack, ballistic missiles from North Korea, a massive invasion of thousands of millions of troops on the west coast, decimating a lot of the cities, and having troops secretly here in Hawk Island, Montreal, where civil domestic strife between gangs and, of course, anarchy, and breaking down of the social order by this surprise attack, which devastated much of the west coast, and troops here, secret troops, China attacking Montreal in this days of warfare, urban warfare, and what have you. And so to survive, so that's stacked on goods, mainly sardines, of which you'll probably see me eat a can after the workout. And so this is the scenario in order to remain sane and fit and increase our chances of surviving in such a warfare, urban warfare, and of course situation, World War III situation, where also internally in Canada, North America, the United States, the social order breaks down with cells attacking on behalf of the Communist Party of China, Montreal, and what have you, attacking police stations, and of course devastating a lot of the buildings that are part of the Canadian Armed Forces. And so NATO can't help us because during the meantime, there's a European Union war with Russia that started in the meantime a few days after the attack, and with Iran and Israel clashing, and of course the ongoing Syrian civil war and conflict makes it a war. And so yours truly, Adrian h.a.dragan, is gathering brothers and sisters to survive this terrible, horrible, awful period of time. And so, do the 300 challenge to stay fit, 100 push-ups, 100 squats. Let's start by warming up a few minutes. I'm going to be hydrating water, a little bit of protein. We'll be using my Mojo for wiping off the sweat. Again, I'm calling on all my brothers and sisters to support the vision, mission, and philosophy of the Dragon Gym, the Dragon Fit, which is right here, headquarters in Hawk Island, also known as Montreal, which has been my gym for the past 2 years, where I have lost more than 65 pounds, transitioning into an active lifestyle, fighting financial precariousness, depression, poverty, anger, frustration, with my own self feelings and past trauma, past XYZ, and with the situation at large, years and years of frustration, involvement in organizations where much was over the years, same issues, blah 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 blah, no action, blah 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 blah, no action, no action. I've launched this initiative about 2 years ago. You can see my documenting many workouts, full workouts, some of them hours long. Now I'm using Fitbit to track the workouts that I'm doing and the marching dancing art, and of course the mission, vision, and philosophy, and my call to my brothers and sisters and Fitbit and YouTube and Google and Bill Gates and governments of Canada, United States, Mexico, and beyond, organizations, private institutions, Facebook, Alphabet, corporations, non-government organizations, people to team up, partner, and support my vision, mission, and philosophy, the core of which is finance of brothers and sisters, transitioning to an active lifestyle, which this transition of blood, sweat, and tears, and losing more than 65 pounds, is, and will be the best medicine and the medicine of choice for me, as the people's dragon doctor, that is, strongly recommended and recommending it, and would finance it if can. However, the day December 12th, full moon, last full moon of the decade, special full moon workout, and $10,000 in debt, paying interest on it, about $77. The interest rate is still not high, but still paying interest on it. And unfortunately, had job interviews, but no callbacks. As of yet, keep at it. That aside, things that I didn't have control over, and you have, my brothers and sisters. This body is a temple. Love yourselves, mind, body, and spirit. And exercise, work out, and train. Recommended, has been, is, and will be the best medicine for me. Choice, first medicine of choice. Is the rest XYZ, sometimes external influences, internal. It's hard. Blood, sweat, and tears it took me to get fit, to lose weight. So, it's strongly recommended. And my mission, vision, and philosophy continues. That I'm calling a partnership with the Dragon Gym with me, yours truly. Finance of brothers and sisters. Workout. We have reached a critical level by opioid crises, opiate addictions, all sorts of things. We see that, at least for my nature, and if I'm not speaking for general, I don't like generalizations. Some are this, some are like that, some are we're very diverse, but in our natures we can make certain overall more encompassing statements and generalizations for our physical life, societal life, spiritual life. But of course we see the financial crisis, a great stress, myself included, with my hours were cut 3 times back then. I had dreams for university, had even savings, investments, but in the financial crisis, and afterwards have lost everything out. Struggled many years, poverty, restrictions. This, even without a gym membership and working out and training, only need, of course, another will. Only need that beautiful, terrible, sacred word, 4 letters, WILL. And with that, 7, let's first stretch a bit more. And let's go down for 7 squats. And we mark it down. And in between we integrate this trinity of squats, push-ups, and hocks. The 4th dimension, which is the cardio that in between exercises we don't pause, we walk for about 30 seconds, 37 seconds, or 50 seconds, or a minute. It's not strictly regimented, but the principle is 300 challenge. And remember the most important thing, brothers and sisters, I am not the dragon. You are not the dragon. We are the dragon. We are the dragon. We are the dragon. It takes time, effort, blood, sweat, and tears to reach that mountain, to take the blessings of health, joy, strength, blessed by the dragon who's dancing with the sun, singing with the moon, stepping on the earth. 7 hops. So, 7 hops. Mark it down. This is warm up time. We do 7 start, warm up a bit, and then we move to 10, and then we balance at the end. So brothers and sisters, anybody seeing this, hopefully you made it this far without a heart attack. Wish you blessings, health. Team up, become a dragon with me. If you will, by your own will and love. Because it's not from love, I really don't want it. Been in the morass of hatred and fear. It's a poison that I don't want in my life. Balance between selflessness and selfish. The balance of religion and harmony. I mean, us as individuals, the freedom is liberty. But again, it's a hard sword, and it's too heavy for me to lift by myself. The sword of freedom, or the word freedom that we hear, define and attain it. We're still struggling as a civilization. And of course, if you see past videos from a year ago, 2 years ago, they're all dedicated to a cause, social cause, XYZ causes, poverty or financial, or dealing with addictions or health issues. 7 push-ups. So basically the hawk is you go on the toe as high as you can, and you go 2 wings and hands, you can clap. With your fingers, I do touch slightly, but don't make the noise of clapping. So again, calling on Fitbit, YouTube, Google, my brothers or sisters, you see this Facebook, private, public partnership with found a public-private partnership with me, and you all, Dragon Gym, finance our brothers and sisters, create an institution, North American and open internationally, universal, finance our brothers and sisters to work out. It's time. Seven squats. Mark it, keep marching. again, my workout is dedicated. This one is for you brothers or sisters who are struggling to lose weight, get fit, transition to an active lifestyle. I believe incentivizing it by offering programs and partnership, workout, train, and exercise. We have the NHL, calling again on the NHL, NBA, NFL. My brothers and sisters, athletes, have to say that there's a disproportionate financial rewards our sisters do not get, by far do not get the financial rewards as, of course, males, the NFL, NBA, NHL. For my NHLers, NFLers, NBAers, join with the Dragon Gym. Support, cooperate. I'm not in competition with anybody on this. I want only cooperation, working together, and support. I'm calling on y'all. I'm just blessed with millions of dollars. Play football, play hockey, play basketball, and do more financing our brothers and sisters. Also want to work out, train, and exercise. Fox 7. I believe that since our civilization, societies reward you, NFLers, NBAers, and NHLers, that there is a responsibility and principle coming with that to do more, especially for children. This was my kids, and I'm a Ford was a youth, financially struggling, joining team sports. The hockey equipment was hundreds of dollars. Single parent home, if they struggle. Yeah. Do more. Even if somebody hears this, whatever, pass the message. Not necessarily to the Dragon Gym, haven't received any donations, any financial reward. Up to today, I haven't been here for more than 2 years. But again, it has been a medicine. Push-ups, 7. Warm-up period has ended. We will increase the number of repetitions to 10. So 10 push-ups, 10 squats, 10 hawks. And at the end, since 7 plus 7 is 14, we'll do 8 sets of 8 reps each. So 80 plus 14 is 94. So 100 minus 94 is 6. So to attain 100 for each, we'll do 6 at the end. Got it? It's math. Alright. Fakta non verba. For some of us, the Romans, ancient Romans, just partly because they're multi-ethnic of origin, a North American world citizen, LGBTQ rainbow all day and day and night. So squats 10 in 10 seconds. But anyways, so as the ancient Romans had a saying, or the saying that embodied principle, acta non verba, action or deeds, or deeds action. Do action. We're doing now. Then. Sometimes if I miss the count, I'd rather do one extra than missing the count and do 9, so I'd rather do 11 instead of 9. Hydrate a bit. So, just introduced, of course, a scenario in the 300 challenge because of the situation, and there's somebody who has a love for history and constant learning, loves to read, especially about history, not just history, but history of seeing trends in the world, alarming trends, and especially, of course, the deterioration of North American relations with China, starting with the trade war. And of course, Canada detaining somebody by the name of Meng Wanzhou, who was the CEO of Huawei. It was a big controversy, still is, still ongoing. Because Canadians, of course, and Americans were brothers and sisters. Canadians, we only have as neighbors the United States to the west and to the east. We have 2 oceans. And so I believe we should integrate more and discuss my North American Union beliefs right now, but perhaps another day. With that being stated, the deterioration and the alleging by China of interference in Hong Kong and other friends, I've envisioned this possible scenario that because of a global financial collapse, this could be a possible scenario. Hoxton. That's 10. It's not that one, is it? And so, scenario. World War III is ongoing, and we're exercising. Doing this 300 exercise a few times a week. Just marching the city, get healthy, stay fit. In such conditions, fitness will increase our chances of survival, of course. Strength. Which this 300 challenge does from head to toe. I've only started about a month ago. And I already feel and see the muscles more stronger. There's more, started to show more, even the definition, the aesthetics of it. Push-ups, 10. That's 10, it's not. This one is. We march. The mountain of the dragon, there's treacherous terrain, obstacles, hurdles, whether internal or internal demons, I say internal demons, I mean refers to demons are not necessarily like creatures, entities. Like yeah, they're more psychological in nature. It could be our addictions. It could be a demon. You know, I was thinking, was reflecting if it's possibly true. I've been sort of addicted to pornography. I'm going on a porn diet. It's been successful so far, my porn diet. Once a week for the past 3 months or so, and that's one thing. Internal demons can be, oh, I don't feel like it. I had that so many times. It's just not feeling like it. It's not. But then I get going a bit, about 10 minutes, and then I'm in it. In that mood, that can be a sort of a demon. Squats. And stand, but I lost the count. And they're external also, not just internal. Our disposition, mood, how we feel, addictions, what have you. External can be, the solution is for myself, I say, couldn't afford it, financially debt, not working, or part-time work, I can't afford a gym membership. Well, my room, office, and temple, the trinity of office, room, and temple, a fourth dimension was added. That is become a gymnasium, which is right here, headquarters of the Dragon Gym. So you don't need a gym membership. My past workouts from a year, 2 years ago, some of them are always long, check them out. Yours truly have this big belly. I check some videos, I'm like, whoa, it's like 250 pounds and now 185. It's 251.6, which still started documenting the journey, so I've reached the goal of 185, which I stabilized, and I just put strength and muscle and super fitness this winter. So, Hawks, 10. If I can fly. So hugging on the toes and spread doing the works, a bit the laterals, the toes, of course, the feet, the hands, push-ups, of course, the body, and squats. So it's a total body workout from head to toe. I want to go on the hugs, on the toes, so our feet are working, laterals, push-ups, squats. So 3 simple exercises. You don't need a gym membership. Just need to see this video and do what I do, what you can. We're together. Prepare for some 10 push-ups in about 10 seconds. Ten. Yep, the Dragon Gym you're allowed to laugh and love. I'm not a dictator. I'm an authoritarian. sometimes, of course, we need discipline. And don't like overly regimented and overly regimentation. Although, of course, we have principles, we can agree on some rules, and we can agree on some harmonious conduct. You know, and to just ask a person, show my friend, close friend, gift close by, whatever. It's not money because I don't have it. I don't feel it either. But of course, we go for squats in 10 seconds. Yes, in case you're wondering, that is the flag of Mexico. In the corner. Squat step. You speak Spanish? Born in Mexico. I have lived a past life in Mexico, but speak Spanish because I love Spanish and learn it. Took some college class and just learn it in the streets. Okay? Some in the streets, some by watching Spanish language television, and some taking classes. Hawks 10 in 10 seconds. So for working out, of course, you need some discipline. You need some doing. All about balance, harmony, equilibrium. Although equilibrium, balance, yeah, they're good terms, but I prefer using the word harmony. I'm trying to achieve it. Some days I'm really so frustrated. I really want to do this job. I might still get the call. It's again night shift. I've worked a few night shifts for a few years. Actually, even for Walmart, I was going up for a year. And that sucked. There was no raise, and I never missed a day, so I was pissed off. Again, whatever. But sometimes when you past, you gotta heal from it, learn from the past, and also transform it by shedding another light on it and just doing it. So anyway, so that was frustration. Hawks 10. That's so keep marching. Push-ups in about 30 seconds. 10. Hydrate, wipe off sweat. Right now the heart rate has increased as the metabolism rate increases, which metabolic rate, which basically means we're burning more calories. or doing some other activity than working out or exercise. Push-ups 10. Keep marching. A long way to go to reach the castle of the dragon because it's on the top of the mountain. So there's external and internal demands, and of course the psychological, whatever it is, social or not necessarily entities. That's another discussion. I don't want to discuss spirituality now, but I'm a very spiritual person. In meditation daily, do have my ritual and belief spirituality. But let's have a cup of coffee. I know this is also spirituality, but in another form. Bodies are temples, so that's integrating the mind, body, and spirit, wholeness, healing, and wellness, overall wellness, joy, vitality, energy. Of course, they come along. I make adjustments in my diet. I don't like saying diet, but I have to cut down on the coke and the soft things, like chocolate, because I was stuck at 215. I wanted to go down. My friend, a French teacher, I called her my sister. She said, "Well, we gotta do this." I was stuck for 3 months. 2015. Every day I can go down. I was realizing she was right. I was eating too much junk food. I was eating too much junk food. I was eating too much junk food. I have to reduce it. I'll still do it. Squats. Alright. 10 seconds, 10 hearts. 3, 2, 1, fly hawks. So the boat is a dragon chain here, but moction unit. Anybody sees this so far without it so far? I'm doing a few. The motion unit. Take it off first. See this like this. This is something else. It's dragon. Put it on, but it's tight. I'm gonna try now. This is power. Where we at? We're at hops. No, we're at push-ups. Push-ups. Let's go. Of sweat need be. Hydration is recommended before doing enough of the exercise. Can't stress it enough. Hydration. Everything is suggestions, of course, and they're not liable for any damage psychologically, mentally, physically, spiritually, physically to you. But don't doing any exercise, any activity that you see me doing on my YouTube channel, including working out, rapping, drinking coffee, dancing, whatever have you. Squats, then keep marching, keep hydrating, keep going. Find the sweat, of course. Indication that we are exercising. For the maintenance, improvement, and betterment of physical fitness, and wellness, mind, body, spirit. It is what one must do in order to attain it. There's no other way around it, brother, sister, than training, exercising, and working out. Walking, push-ups, squats, get on the challenge. Box, 10. March up. Push-ups, 10. Destin, is that 10? If not, this 10. Ten seconds, and squats. squats. Watch. About 37 seconds. Fly. Like hawks. Ready? 10 hops. This one is again in about 37 seconds. 10 push-ups. Usually the 300 challenge takes me anywhere. I've done it in a record 37 minutes. I was rushing 2 weeks ago, and to 70 minutes 3 weeks ago. So average is about an hour completed. And I have to mention that I've never not started and finished a 300 challenge. Of course, if any day I really go half in it and then I start feeling all pain or whatever happens, something happens, gotta call, gotta go, whatever, X, Y, Z. But push-ups, 10. What if that's 10? If not, this one sure is. And only one people who see this and put away 7 on the challenge online. Only want to know who are doing it, how they feel their bodies. What do they feel about the 300 challenge? You know, how long it takes you, how you feel it. Of course, you do it once and you give up, and then that's okay. It's not for you. Exercise, I totally understand that. You know, but I'm wondering if people who actually do it, if you are to do it, how exhausting is it? How you feel? And you worked out a lot. You know what I'm saying? Squats 10. And 10. Wow, we're doing great timing. Whew. Sweating. And Hawks. 10 seconds, we fly high. Fly high. Fly high. Let's go. That's 10, but not. Good job. In a minute, push-ups, 10. So we'll run this 300 indoors here in the headquarters of the Dragon Gym, which is also my room office and temple for the next few months. We are at push-ups in 10 seconds, dragons, drop down, one more, 10. Good job. 7 times 10 is 70 plus 7, 77 plus 7, 84. So last set of 10, 10 for each. The exercises that it is for squats, hops, and push-ups. And then we do the last one to equalize it, meaning to reach 100 for each. But now, 10 more squats, 10 more hops, 10 more push-ups, and then 6 push-ups, 6 hops, 6 squats. And that's it, but it's not over. It ain't over, guys. It's not over. Squats. Hydrate. As we go to 9:30 is the Hawk Island time, Montreal, North America. Let's go. 10 squats. Oh, that's 10. It's not. This one is. Yes. That's good. That's great. In a minute, 10 hawks. Marching. There's no pause. And I haven't said this time at the beginning, but there's no space. I say principle. Minimum of 3 steps back, 3 steps forward for the integration of cardio. Or to the left 3 steps, or to the right, or in a circle. 3 steps. Okay. So hawks, 10 seconds. 10, let's go. Is that 10? I believe that's 10. If not, well, this one surely is. We'll do more, it's okay. Alright, so in a minute, push-ups, 10. Harder a bit. Drop down for push-ups. Okay, push-ups, 10. This one will be. Yeah. 10. 8. Reach each 10. Brothers and sisters, last row. But now we gotta do 6 to make it 100 squats, 6 hawks to make it 100 hawks, and 6 push-ups to make it 100 push-ups for the big 300 challenge. It's not over, we still gotta do 6. I'll start in 37 seconds. With squats. And of course, that will be victory. Conquest. Challenge completed. Not yet. Challenge is 300, not 299, not 250, not 156. Although what that number is an highly secret my number, but it's the 300 challenge. 6 squats. 5, 6. Okay, here's a rub right now. Looking for rubbing the dragon volunteers. And very good. 37 seconds and we go for 6 hawks. Can't afford. See, that was another frustration. And couldn't afford to get a massage therapist. Because I'm in debt, starting financially. I don't have a full-time job. You know, so to pay bills, after the money that you get, nothing remains for spending like that. So it's frustrating. My body was sore in this process of working out. Having lost 65 pounds, I was so pissed off, because of that situation. But found something affordable. But then a friend of my teacher, called her sister, she is, said, "Well, watch it, because I've started this cheap and it's legal. Bought some cannabis. It helps me with my soreness, and it has. But I smoke it every night after my workouts. Every night, then I become addicted. So, you know what I'm saying? All those things reach. 6. Six. 6. 400. 37 seconds and we go for push-ups. 6. And that the 100 push-ups total. And that is 300 challenge. This last exercise complete. Gonna do a little bit of stretching, dancing, and arting. You know, it's an underground rapper. Been rapping underground since 1996. Push-ups. After a little sip. Six. Got six, right? Brothers and sisters, the 300 challenge has been successfully completed. Yours truly, h.a.dragan, financially struggling, sometimes frustrated, oftentimes slightly suicidal. Universal spiritual teacher, world LGBTQ citizen, multidisciplinary artist, international 300 challenge completed. Last few minutes stretching. I feel like believe me. Took an hour and blah 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 you. First 3 minutes in the video, about an hour, which is about the average completion of the exercise. But this one is a little bit of more blah blah blah. I mean, I've incorporated a lot of dragonisms and philosophy, blah blah blah. But tomorrow I'm planning to go on a few hour marching dance art in Montreal. Me too, because after this exercise, I'm going to relax legally for 20 and watch a documentary. It's a movie. And lunch on some Israeli wafers. So those wafers have some calories because chocolate and have sugar. Hopefully, let me hear what you got. Let me see you do the dragon dance. Do the dragon hop. Let me see you da. Do it with a lollipop inside your mouth. I say what? Man, they be saying they can't hear it, but you know they do. Motherfucker from afar with no satellite and no can they hear me in their head. But you know that's a whistle, that's a play with a horror hero or a hawk. When I say like keep it quiet, I'll do a little drop down. I've been out for a few years, down, 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 down. For God, for God, I swear to God, swear to God, man, I swear to God, man. Too much rapping, man. Too much. Four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, and think if I would have done walking, that was 37 and 3/4, 8 times 9. Too much. 37.89. Okay, quickly. Most important thing, open your mouth, say it. Say it to me. Yeah, I allow you to say it to me. Yep, that's correct, brother, sister. Toronto, New York, LA, Mexico. I am not the dragon. You are not the dragon. We